Hi, we're building Marujo. We're going to build the future of growth equity. We're going to partner with the best SMBs of tomorrow.
Growth equity is part of private equity strategy, which
I can't believe you fucked that up.
Today, we have finally submitted a little pitch for Entrepreneur First Investment Committee. Honestly, I don't know how this is going to go. I just got back. I've had like barely any food. My dinner is this very sad looking bowl of Cheerios because I've run out of them and I have barely any other food left here. This is not exactly thriving, but whatever. It's like been a mess the past few days. In about 9 hours or so, we have, well, actually less than that. We have like 7 hours until the investment committee meeting with Entrepreneur First. The thing about this is, I don't care if Entrepreneur First doesn't end up investing because we can find other investors. That's completely fine. However, it would be really great just because they'll help us move the fastest. That's what I'm most excited about. Otherwise, I think we'd probably go to basically put in some more work before then applying to a way better program. Essentially, that's kind of it. But for the time being, this is like in 7 days' time, I have a flight back to Lisbon. Either I'm going to get money and I stay here, or I don't know, I might go back and figure it out there. I'm committing to this deal to invest in a Singaporean alcohol distribution business. And I'm very excited about this, and I think this deal is actually worthwhile, mainly because it's a completely new business, but I think I can turn it around with my friend very, very quickly. However, that is going to take basically all of my cash. And so that means I'm out of money. If I don't get this investment, I'm going to have to go back to Lisbon and basically live for free there because I just cannot afford to continue here. And that's not a crazy good feeling, but hey, it is what it is. Yeah, I'm very bullish that we've managed to make a lot of progress. My only worry is that what we want to do is we want to basically raise a growth equity fund. We want to invest in companies. And I think that we can build the best brand around this and use the best technology. And I think we can create the most competitive growth equity fund. Literally one of the best performing growth equity funds because we understand this stuff. Private equity, their biggest problem is getting deals in companies and then actually improving them really, really fast. It's very hard to pay attention to each portfolio company without a huge team of people. So it's very expensive. With brand and AI technology, we're able to make this playbook 10 times more efficient. Acquisition.com is doing a hell of a job at sourcing proprietary deal flow. But they're only a family office. They manage a tiny number of assets. There's such a huge opportunity in becoming basically the preferred brand management company. There's a massive branding opportunity in this, and there's massive AI technology uplift. Basically, there's loads of new technology that's coming out that we can implement. And I think virtually every company in the S&P 500, I think will have some kind of AI counterpart that could replace it, because it's really hard to take old companies and make them new. It's much easier to just build a new company from the ground up that does what the old one did, but better. That's how, old things die and new things are born. That is the cycle of life. And I don't think it's unnatural. So I'm really bullish on that. But this requires us raising a fund, literally, raising a small pre-seed or seed round of investment for our own company. And then we have to go out to basically very rich people or asset managers and raise in, $25 to $50 million for our first fund, which would be tiny. In the long run, we have to be raising hundreds of millions, eventually billions of dollars. That is something that I want to de-risk as fast as possible. And so we're probably going to, I think, work on that actually. Because if we can get people to commit LOIs or something and say that they want to invest in this kind of fund, as long as we prove in our pilots that there's going to be these returns, that's going to be really, really important. And I think that's something that we need to kind of work on de-risking as fast as possible. Anyway, this is a bit of a messy update. It's 2 a.m. I have to sleep. I got 5 hours before I got to wake up and go to the office for the investment committee meeting. So that's my Sunday wrapped up.